Hey, good morning, everyone. I got a sleeping baby in the back seat, so I'm hoping for a few minutes here to share with you a few of my reflections from convention. So there's a lot going on in my mind, a lot going on in my heart, and it's been actually really difficult to try to consolidate it into some like coherent thoughts for you guys. So I thought versus having written out notes and stuff like that, I would just jump on here and just come at you. So I'm sure you guys followed a little bit of the stuff that I posted about the convention, and so the theme of the convention was freedom, and I want something they asked all of us, and something that I want you guys to do is ask yourself, what does freedom mean to you? Like, what does freedom mean? What does it mean to be free? For me, it means choice and the ability to make those choices without restrictions or constraints. Freedom for me means just the ability to live a life that I feel I am here to live. And not everybody does that, right? There's probably only a small percentage of the entire world that actually lives free. We have the freedom to do what we want. We have the freedom to live the life we want, but most of us don't, because of a lot of reasons, right? Fear would probably be the number one. Fear of many, many, many different things, fear of failure, fear of what other people might think of us, self-doubt, those kinds of things. So, I mean, there's endless amounts of things that people get lost in when they are pursuing their dreams. And most of the time it comes down to all of the thoughts and really bullshit that goes on inside your head. Whereas if we were truly following our heart and our passion, who knows what we would all come to, right? Who knows what our life would look like if we all truly followed our heart and our dreams. So freedom was the theme, and needless to say, I got there on Tuesday and I left on Sunday, so it was like a good 4 days chocked full of experiences. We got to go to the farm where they grow tons of different crops that are that they use to make our beautiful essential oils that we all love. We got to watch jousting. I don't know if any of you have ever seen jousting, but it is freaking cool. I totally thought it was going to be like a staged kind of play, but it was not. And Gary Young, that was his thing. Like, he created that arena to joust, and his oldest son, is now taking it on, and he did it, and it was awesome. Anyways, then the convention started on the Wednesday, and they start with the general session where they have speakers from the executive, and the first speaker, of course, was Mary Young, who is Gary's wife, and she talked about freedom, and they talked about basically kind of a lot of the things that I just mentioned, and lost my train of thought there. Anyways, needless to say, it was a good 4 or 5 days of some real raw emotion. I thought I was going there to learn about the business and about the products and about Young Living as a company. And don't get me wrong, I did. I already had this high level of respect for Young Living as a company, but coming out of that convention, my respect for their integrity and the foundation that they are built on is just exploded. Like honestly, I don't think I haven't ever encountered a company that is so rooted. They make products for a purpose, and that's not just a slogan. Not for profit. They are not making oils. They are not making all of these products that we can use that are free from toxic garbage that literally kills us. They aren't making them to make a profit. They're making them because they truly, from every single person's heart, they want to help people. And they've seen it, and I've seen it many, many times, and I've personally experienced it. These products change your life because you're now using things that were here on earth before we were. And so if you think about it, I'm not religious, but I know a lot of people are. And if you think about whatever your belief is in evolution, the plants on this earth, they were here before we were. So everything we needed to survive was here before we were. So what our world has become, though, with modern day medicine and all of the medications and treatments that are out there, I believe there's a place for them because they are saving people. But we need to open our eyes and see that what we really need is right in front of us. It's the land and the plants and the life that this world has, and not the artificial synthetic stuff that we have created. So it was really eye-opening in that sense. Like I said, I learned a lot about the company. What I didn't expect going to this convention was how much my heart would be open. And maybe it was, the 30,000 people slathered in essential oils in that arena that creates this huge array of emotion. Maybe. Or maybe it was the fact that they ask the right questions and they make you look inside and try to help you identify what are we doing? What are we doing here? What am I doing here? What are you doing here? Like what is our purpose? And my son actually yesterday, this makes me a little emotional. He asked me in the van, we were driving, and he asked me, he says, "Mom, is it true that we're all put on earth for a reason?" Kids, man. And I said, "Yeah, of course. Every single person here on earth is put here for a reason." And he says, "Well, what's my reason, Mom? Are we supposed to follow our dreams?" These are his words. And I said, "Totally you are. You are put on this earth for a reason." And he says, "Well, what's your reason, Mom?" Freaking kids, man, right? They get you. And I honestly don't know the answer to that. I'm searching for it, and my answer to him was, I'm not sure. I think I know. I think I'm on the path to discovering that. But I said, "Honey, I think a lot of people spend their whole life trying to figure out what they're doing." And I said, "I know I am. I'm every day trying to figure out what I'm trying to do in the world." And I said, "I know Daddy is." And he was sitting next to me. And I said, "I know Daddy's trying to figure out what his real purpose is, how to achieve his dreams." And then, and then the practical side of a child comes out. "Well, my dream is to score 99 goals in soccer." He's got 3 weeks left. I'm like, "Oh, that's an awesome goal." "Do you think you can do it, dear?" And he's like, "I think so. I've already scored blah, blah, blah." Anyways, the story goes on. But he just, he asked a question that I think it brings me back to the beginning of what I was saying, is that I think we need to ask ourselves is, what are we doing? Are we living what we truly feel is our passion and our dreams. So I'm still reflecting on this. I'm still trying to absorb it all and come up with some, like I said, some coherent thoughts for you guys. But maybe I'll just leave it at that and ask you to ask yourself that. Are you living the life that you feel is your true purpose and your true passion? Do you wake up every single day passionate and excited to do what you're going to do? Or are you living under the thumb of what we have created as a normal world? I don't think there's a single person in this world that can't live their dream. If we could just get out from the shade that fear creates. I'm picking up my bags today. They were all lost. Every single thing that I brought with me and bought and gathered down at the convention, I'm picking them up today because finally they have found them. And I've got a lot of stuff that I do also want to share with you guys about product, because I did learn about that, about Young Living as a company, about the foundation. If you haven't looked into the Young Living Foundation, it is freaking phenomenal. The stuff they are saving lives. They are saving children from slavery, and it's like unreal what they're doing. So I want to share some of that with you and be prepared. I'm going to get emotional about that too, because it was like out of this world crazy passion that these guys are living, and it was so inspiring, so motivating to hear it. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to, throughout this next week, I'm going to come on here whenever I'm feeling like I can, whenever I have a moment of silence in my life, to reflect with you guys. So if you have any questions or you want to ask me anything, please just, you know where I am. Shoot me up. Bye.